Hello, I'm Michael with WriterSanctuary, and today we're going to take a look at HireWriters.com as a freelance writer. Now, HireWriters is a content mill that connects writers with clients. You're paid on a per-word basis, which isn't always the same from job to job. Now, although you can make a few bucks on HireWriters.com, is it a viable option for those who want to work from home? Let's take a closer look at the system and see what it can do for you as a content creator. Now, as you can see on the homepage, HireWriters touts how little clients pay for content. So right off the bat, this doesn't bode well for writers. The lower a client pays a mill for content, the less money you make as an author. That's one thing a lot of these content mills don't really seem to put into perspective. Unfortunately, they will still have a lot of authors out there who are desperate for the income and will literally write for pennies. But since I am far more advanced and I have a pretty good flow of work from private clients, I can be a little bit more picky when it comes to accepting jobs on content mills. Then again, I've never really accepted work simply because I needed the money. I've turned down a few jobs simply because they weren't a good fit. You need to have a moral compass and realize your potential as a freelancer in any industry. Something else about HireWriters.com is that I'm not really thrilled about the interface. It combines all of the orders in a single screen where you have to advance to the next page after 20 results, which means you'll see all the orders for your level as well as the more advanced pieces mixed together. You can use the filters to arrange the orders according to category as well as things like word count and skill level. I guess I'm just spoiled with an interface that already does this for me. I don't like having to sift through jobs to find something I might be able to write. Now, one of the major drawbacks to HireWriters.com is the lack of available work. Now, this is a common theme in any content mill. Just some days it seems like the workflow is at a minimum. I've gone through several days when there wasn't anything on TextBroker to write. But compared to other platforms I've used, HireWriters just never really seemed to have a lot of work available. In fact, I found it incredibly difficult to maintain a positive workflow. Because of how HireWriters works, the pay can fluctuate wildly. And for the most part, it's quite paltry compared to some of the other content mills I've used in the past. In fact, I found that I made far less per hour writing for HireWriters.com as opposed to any of the other platforms that I've used in the past. For instance, you can see one order for 700 words is only going to pay out $4.74. This is incredibly lower than what I would make on TextBroker as a 3-star author. On the upside, HireWriters is one of the few that will pay on Fridays directly to your PayPal account. That is, as long as you can reach the $10 minimum threshold. But then again, the same thing with TextBroker. Now this is nice because some systems will make you wait several weeks while others will wait until the next month. One thing that really bothers me about HireWriters.com is the seeming lack of governance. Unlike other systems, clients can seem to put whatever they want up on the board and charge significantly less than what they're looking for. Now take this order for example. The title says the client wants 500 words, but the job is only going to pay out for 300. So which one is it? It's confusing and not really worth my time as a freelance writer. Not only that, but there doesn't seem to be a very strong quality ethic when writing for HireWriters.com. It's lacking some of the same quality factors that you'd find in some of the other content mills. For example, TextBroker has editors that will point out all of your mistakes even if you get an excellent review from your client. Now, as a new freelance writer, this was instrumental in helping me advance my abilities as a writer so I can land some of the more higher paying clients later on. It greatly influenced how I developed as a writer. Unfortunately, HireWriters.com doesn't have that same critiquing method in place. The one thing I can say about HireWriters.com that's on the positive is that some of the jobs are super easy to write. Now, a lot of the clients just want something quick and easy that they can just throw up on a website. The few I've seen were quite simplistic in their requirements. Then again, I've also come across some convoluted orders on HireWriters that were just stupid insane, and they were seriously asking for far more from the writer than they were willing to pay. But then again, you see this on just about any content mill, including TextBroker. And you can't really fault the client for that, because if they're running a business, they're trying to get as much as they can without spending a lot of money. That's part of Business 101. But there needs to come to a point when you realize that you're screwing the little guy just so that you can advance. I guess I'm just too much of a philanthropist. The way you go up in levels has more to do with how many orders you complete, not your skill. In fact, you can move up to being an expert just by completing 15 orders. As long as you have an average review of 4.6 stars from the client and you complete your orders 82% of the time on time, you can go up in level pretty quick. Now this might sound great for some authors who want to advance quickly on the system. That is, as long as you can find enough work to keep yourself busy. However, this doesn't help me as a freelance writer. Like I said before, one of the things that made the biggest impact on how I interact with my private clients today is how the editors on TextBroker kept pointing out all the little things I had to fix. If no one is pointing out the shortcomings of the article that I wrote, then there's really no way for me to tell what I need to fix. And advancing me simply because the clients on HireWriters like my work really doesn't help me as a freelancer explore my abilities and advance myself as a person. And because of this, in theory, transitioning from HireWriters.com to gaining your own private clients could be far more difficult. This is because you're not learning anything new. You don't spend time trying to advance yourself as a person to reach that higher level and fine-tuning your skills. You don't take the time learning what you need to become an expert. Then again, this is probably just personal preference. I love learning and building onto my skills, and HireWriters.com doesn't do this for me. I'm someone who has to feel that they earn the position that I sit in. I don't want anything just handed to me because I'm just there. So would I continue to use HireWriters.com as a freelance writer? Not really. I mean, it's a functional system. But with all the other content mills that are available online today, HireWriters just doesn't rank that high for me. It's fairly low in terms of being able to sustain myself as a freelance writer working from home. From a client's perspective, it might be okay. I mean, you're paying less for content for your website, right? But with the lack of quality assurance compared to the other systems, it may not be all that good of a choice. And like the adage goes, you get what you pay for. Now keep in mind, this is only my personal opinion. You might have a much different experience than I. But if you'd like to at least test the system for yourself, I'll leave a link in the video description. So what's your favorite content mill as a freelance writer? What other systems would you like to see me cover in the future? Leave in the comments down below. But if you found the video informative, hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this and any of the other things that I cover, hit the subscribe button and make sure you turn on the notification bell. I think that's going to do it for me today. I'll see you tomorrow.